My name is Ejike Ekobalo. I'm a director of the Africa Franchise Center. Franchising as a business model essentially involves two parties. One party is the franchisor or the franchisor, who is really the owner of the business, and then the franchisee, who is the person that the franchise or franchisor decides to give the trademarks or the business processes to operate under certain terms and conditions. And why franchising is such a unique concept is because usually before you go into franchising, you must already have established a successful business model. And that successful business model is that you've run the business for a while and it's proven to be a success, and you want to expand, but you don't want to go through the pains of growing organically. That means growing on your own. So you put down the processes and as they would say, you codify them into established ways of doing business that you can now give others the rights to do under certain terms and conditions. So normally it's a contractual agreement between the franchisor and the franchisees, who are the business, who are usually as well entrepreneurs and business executives who want to try out a successful model that has run in other places particularly. For any small or medium scale enterprise intending to go into franchising as a business, there's usually some kind of process involved. First of all, you must have run the business for a certain length of time, of course, to establish that this is not just a fluke, it's been successful. You also know what has made your business successful, and you think you can put these things down into some kind of process that people can also buy into, in terms of taking up the franchises from you and running in locations outside your immediate location of business, which sometimes could also of course mean being outside the country of the origin of the business. That is why, for instance, you find a lot of global brands such as McDonald's, such as Domino's, that are in so many locations across the world operating successfully, because there's a blueprint, there's a business system and process that has been established that each new franchise diligently follows, so that the customer experience in one location of the business is the same across all locations. And that is why the discipline of the franchise model is always very key and very important. We have a lot of things we do in terms of our products and services. We are into advisory services. We are also into training. So we offer a lot of trainings across the spectrum. We offer trainings for business owners intending to convert their business into franchises, and then we also offer trainings for people already operating in the franchise environment, which would include, of course, franchise operators, that's the franchisees, which would include their employees, because the truth is that if there isn't overall buy-in from everyone involved in the operational aspects of franchising, it usually can lead to challenges along the way. So we train all the key stakeholders in the franchising process. We intend to not just create awareness about franchising, we actually intend to see how we can help African businesses, small and medium scale businesses particularly, take advantage of this very successful business model, which has actually created a lot of leading global brands. We want also to have indigenous businesses we can also thump our chest and say, yes, these are businesses that emanated from the African space, and these are businesses that have utilized the franchise model to grow into global success stories as well. From a financing point of view, if you're financing your business organically, you must grow every branch with funds you've accrued from the operations. But when you operate a franchise model, once your model has been proven a success, you can always find entrepreneurs that want to run business and that have the funds to run those businesses, that will buy into this business, and of course the business can expand on that scale, and it means, of course, when your business grows, it means more returns for you. You also have the advantage of not doing trial and error with your business when you're in franchising, because you're working on an established business model that has worked elsewhere, and the success can always be replicated if you follow through the process of the franchise, which is where we talk of the discipline of the franchise. Once you're able to maintain that discipline, particularly for a lot of franchises that have become global brands, success is usually guaranteed regardless of the environment. And that is why we always advocate that the franchising model is a model that works a lot better than building organically, which can have its own challenges. My advice to small and medium enterprises that are struggling currently is basically to consider the franchising model as a way of growing their businesses, particularly when they are at that expansion stage. Maybe you succeeded in a particular location and you want to grow and you want to take your business to the next level, to consider the franchising model rather than just trying to expand organically, which can have its own challenges in terms of funds and logistics. You could actually, through, of course, a lot of expert help, convert your business to a franchise that you can actually get a lot of franchisees involved who are like your disciples.